Planet Zoo has been rated E10 by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all players aged 10 years and up. Howdy there, folks. Welcome to the rain every second of every day forever zoo. No, seriously, this is the Harmony Point Zoo rebuild, but it just seems like it's rain every day, every second, because, Jesus, look at this. The zoo itself, except for the rain, is working pretty good. I'm doing all right also. I've got a couple of alerts that I need to take care of before I get to a new build. See, Puffhour had offspring. See how they're doing. It says the welfare is low. Probably because, what do we got? Social crowding? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So, let's look at the puff adders. Yeah, they're overcrowded. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll keep the youngest male and the youngest female, these two. And we will select all the other ones. You know what? Instead, do we have one? Yeah, here we go. What we'll keep is we'll keep these two. Because they're the same age. That way they won't age out on each other. And then we'll quick trade them so there's only two in this. That'll solve a bit of the problem. While we're at it, let's call a keeper just to get the place cleaned up. How many in the Vipers? How are the Vipers doing? Vipers are doing fine. Okay, so our next notification is fighting due to an incorrect sex ratio among the hyenas. All right, let's look at the hyenas. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see the problem. We will go ahead and release these two young females to the wild. We'll put these two young females on birth control. We'll call the keeper and the mechanic. Alright, 1 adult female and 3 adult males is the perfect ratio for hyenas. We're going to have a repeat of this in a couple years when the 2 juvenile female hyenas grow up. Okay, the next alert. Fighting due to incorrect sex ratio among the aardvarks. Alright. And here we go. It's only supposed to be 1 male, 1 female, but we have an adult female extra, so we'll go ahead and release her to the wild. Get those conservation credits. Okay, and I believe that handles the fighting. The sphere has had offspring. We have... Okay. Alright. And I heard what sounded like a damaged electronic thingy somewhere in this area. Aha, somebody was bad. Been vandalized. I don't know why it was vandalized, but I don't like vandals. So, how many security guards do we have? 4 veterinarians, and their workload is heavy, so let's hire 2 more veterinarians. I'll hire 3. What the heck? And being assigned to veterinary services. Keepers are overloaded, so let's hire 3 more keepers. And we're going to assign them to animal care. Educators are a little overloaded, so we'll hire 2 more of those. Assign them to maintenance. That would be it. We've only got 3 security guards. I'll hire 3 more, put them in security. Okay, let's check for alerts. Oh my. What's the matter with it? Nutrition? Drink cleanliness? I thought I'd covered that. Oh my, we have a problem. Here I thought I'd covered this. It turns out that the water purifier I put on the other end of the habitat does not reach this far. Okay. Well, we're going to have a problem because I'm not sure I can replace those elephants right away. And I just had an elephant die off. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Nancy's my only remaining elephant? Oh, this is seriously not good. I don't have a lot of conservation credits, and these are all the prices, all in conservation credits. There are no cash listings for elephants. See? Alright. I need a keeper, guys. Where's the keeper? Oh, here they come. At least she's pregnant. We'll get back some of the elephants that way. Where'd the new elephant go? Okay, he's already over here. Jonas is doing okay, which makes me think that our female elephant, Nancy, she's going to be okay too as soon as she wakes up and moves around and things get okay. All right, so crisis averted. Manifa, the sable antelope, has had offspring, so we have two or more new sable antelopes. We have a baby giraffe. Isn't he cute? All right, this is good. This is good. It's accessible. If she's thirsty, she can get water. Here's one of the. Here's our baby sable Lawana. You know what? They're not drinking. I don't know why they're not drinking. So let me put another. There we go. If they're thirsty, they can get water that way. All right. Okay, and the recently renamed Jonas is right there. Jonas the elephant. Here's Nancy. Here comes the keeper with the food. He's going to the barrel first and then the feeders. Well, you know what? There's always one other thing I can do. They feed the animals when you put them in the trading center. Okay, they should be fine now. They should be fine. All right. The plan for this episode is to add a habitat for the black and white lemur, Lemur, our cousin, the primates. Now, this is going to be a pretty fast build because rather than build an enclosure myself, I'm going to use a pre-made small mammal cage that I made, about probably 2 years ago, maybe 3. It fits the lemurs pretty well. Lemurs being pretty, kind of small as far as animals in this game goes. So I'm going to use this. Like I said, it's a pre-made cage, but it saves time. It's easy to use. And to be brutally honest, this is actually the 3rd version of this video that I've shot. The first time I made this big, extensive lemur habitat that had lots of plants and trees and climbing surfaces, and it bugged out and would not work. And I got frustrated and was like, you know what? Fine. Next time I'm just going to use the cage. I mean, why not? It's there. I'll just use the cage. Does the job. Gets the job done. Won't have lemurs escaping like I did in the last video. Won't have all these problems like I did in the last video. Like I said, this is the 3rd attempt at this video. I got frustrated and I decided I'm going to just simplify my plans and use this cage. So here we go. And because this isn't going to be a very long build, I'm going to do it all in real time. You're not going to see any speed build in this part. And I'm going to do my best to keep up a continual narration. You guys know that I find that difficult. So if I fail at it, I apologize, but I'm going to give it a try. I picked the black and white lemurs as opposed to the ringtails or the red ruffed, because I had some in storage already from previous zoos. You would be surprised how often not having to pay for animals counts in my choices as far as what animals I'm going to include. And I do have an extensive collection of animals in storage right now. Didn't have any elephants, obviously. But I've got black and white ruffed lemurs. Black and white ruffed lemurs are pretty good lemurs. Alright. And then this part of the barrier is going to be steel mesh right here. I'll just raise this so it's up and covers the entire doorway. See? Easy peasy. So, alright, the species is the black and white ruffed lemur. However, the first thing I want is small animal climbing. This is going to be too big for that cage, obviously. This might not be. You don't want your climb when you're doing a cage like this. You don't want your climbing frame to be too tall, because they will literally jump through the fence in the roof if it's too tall. So what I'll do is I'll do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some surgery on this blueprint. I'm going to take this rope, and I'm going to take this rope, and that'll be all. Okay, we're going to need a food tray. I'll put it right there. And we're going to need a water source. I'll put that water source close by, right here, I think. There. Alrighty. Now let's see about enrichment. Frozen block of fruit. Yep. Staff are having a queue to use the facility. I don't know what facility they're talking about. Now, am I going to find a place for this anywhere in this space? Whoa, there was one right there. Alright. You may notice I'm not using any of the fancy pants ones with lots of rocks and plants and all. That's because I've only got limited space. I know what I want to include, and I generally know where I'm going to put it, and I can add plants and such to it later. But I'm using bare bones first. Like this. Now some toys. There we go. Now let's talk about the plants. You know what? They're right, though. This habitat is pretty barren right now. That's okay. Here's what we're going to do about it. Blueprints off. Palm. We are going to fill this space with small palms. Why? Because they fit first. And I know that doesn't seem like a good reason, but it's an excellent reason. If you need plants, small palms and bushes, excellent choice. Now, where's the pony? There it is. This particular palm is excellent because you can do this number. And suddenly that's not a palm tree, that's a bush. Isn't that amazing? And of course, yes, it looks a little funny, but given the limitations of the space, Alright. Too much short grass. Use soil and long grass. Well, let's give them a little both. Some long grass, and then we'll... You may have heard them yelling, bellowing. Turns out that the black and white rough lemur is the second loudest primate species, or the third loudest primate species, behind the howler monkey and the humans. And yes, if you didn't know, we are a primate species. It's the truth. Now I want to do one thing, and I'm not sure if I will be able to find it. Cluster Africa. Okay, there's not enough room to put this in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little by doing this number. If you surround it by trees and they get close enough to the cage, they overhang the cage or they intrude on the cage's space, and they count as included in the cage's space. Ooh, custard apple! I can put that in the cage. These are small enough to actually put in the cage, and the lemurs live in the jungle with dense vegetation, so giving them a lot of plants is not something they mind. It's good for them, in fact. And that's probably going to do it. You can look at it from on high. Yeah, that'll do. Put this near the... There we go. Put these near the lemurs to give the area, this new area I've just opened up, a little bit of a tropical feel, because I'm going to be adding some more tropical animals to this area. You know, tropical. We've been dealing mostly with all this. We're talking about grassland Africa, and there's a lot of grassland in Africa, but there's also tropical areas, and that's what we're adding. So adding plants like this helps the general, what is the word I'm looking for? Atmosphere? The feel? You know, the way the area is perceived. This path a little bit closer to the actual habitat. There we go. Yeah, I like how that came out. Let's find some... Oh, look! It's raining again. Quelle surprise, as my French friends would say. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something radical here. Hold on a second. But since I don't actually want them, what I can do is I can sink them into the path, and it'll work just as well. Okay. All right. We'll bring this around here. And give it a couple of benches. Benches are good. Then after that, we'll put down an educator talk point. And work from there. And again, I've noticed I've gone quiet. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying. I swear to God, guys, I am trying to keep up the narration. There's not much for me to talk about, really. And now I'm putting down benches. The black and white ruffed lemur is critically endangered. It is a relative, being a primate, which we are also a primate. We do share a common ancestor. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it lived 30, 40 million years ago. Human beings have never stopped being primates, just like we've never stopped being great apes or mammals. And if you'll excuse me for editorializing, and I hope I'm not insulting people, but there are some, let's call them religious people, who will go out of their way to construct the, most convoluted bullshit reasoning for saying that humans aren't primates. You know, no, we're not connected to the apes at all. We're a totally separate thing. Despite the fact that our skeletons are almost identical, we are, genetically, I don't know about the lemurs, but I know that chimpanzees were over 98% genetically identical. The difference between us and the chimpanzees lies in that 2%. I saw a fantastic, speaking of chimpanzees, I saw a fantastic video recently where a primatologist studying behavior in chimpanzees and especially bonobos, and bonobos are basically nothing more than another kind of chimpanzee, but he was studying behavior and how much they could learn. And that's too big. And in doing the studying, he wanted to find out how well the bonobo could learn. So he taught the bonobo how to make a campfire. And not just how to make the campfire, but how to control it. How to clear the area of leaves first, how to put the coals out with a bottle of water afterward. And he taught this chimpanzee to make a campfire. And after he made the campfire, he taught the chimpanzee how to roast marshmallows over the campfire. So I watched this video, and this chimpanzee, with no help from the humans at all, carrying a backpack full of supplies, walked out into the backyard of this testing facility, cleared the area of leaves and sticks and things, put in, made a pile of stuff that would burn, took out a pack of matches, and lit the fire. And once the fire was going and was controlled, the chimpanzee waited very patiently, and when the fire was controlled, took out a bunch of bamboo skewers and a bag of marshmallows and had himself some roasted marshmallows over a fire. And when he was done, when he had finished all of his marshmallows, as many as he wanted to eat, he put the leftover marshmallows away and the bamboo skewers, and he took a bottle of water out of his backpack and poured it all over the embers and made sure that the fire was out. Folks, that's what people do. That's what people do. I mean, yeah, I know that, I'm cognizant of the fact that chimpanzees are not humans. But any animal, quote unquote, that is capable of figuring things out and getting things done like that, shit, that's a person. At the risk of sounding soft-hearted, I am all for punishing the killing of a chimpanzee with murder charges, because don't tell me those are just nothing but dumb animals. If they can figure out how to use fire, I already know about how they make tools, they make spears, they make axes, hammers. Shit. That's how we started, guys. And while I absolutely doubt we are ever going to let the chimpanzees get to our level of intelligence. My God, we should let them have their own. Okay, rant over, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ranted. I don't regret anything I said. I truly believe it. No, chimpanzees are not as smart as we are. But don't dare call them dumb animals, because those are not dumb animals. Besides, we started like that too. Primitive? Who knows? Give the chimpanzees a couple more million years of undirected evolution without us interfering. We might be talking about cavemen. I got that alert that said that the staff are having to line up in order to use the keeper hut, so I'm putting in another keeper hut. Personally, I thought we already had more keeper huts, but whatever. I guess I was wrong. Huh. I honestly thought I had another keeper hut over here. Well, that's alright. I can put in another one. Here we go. That'll help. Okay, let's see if we need to do anything else since our time here is coming to a close. Oh, I see. We've had a lot of warthogs grow to adulthood, and now there's fighting for supremacy in the warthogs. double check them. Okay, juvenile, juvenile. We have a female turnip who is entering elderly. At age 16. An apple who's about to become at age 12. So I'm going to go ahead and release those two to the wild. And let's see. We have 2 juveniles. Whoops, she's a young adult. All right. You're going to be the new turnip. And you're going to be the new apple. Well, I think I traded away the old turnip too. Oh, damn. Okay. Petunia. Here we go. Sorry, Apple, but Carrot's your sister. I don't want to be having any 3-eyed babies. Now, I also saw that the elephants are having trouble welfare-wise. I don't know why. Cleanliness. Geez, guys, what's the matter here? What's taking so long with the... You know what? It doesn't matter. Let me see here. Put a large keeper hut right here, far enough away from the path that the guests won't be upset by it. Here we go. Boom, right there. Now, it would help if I turned it around, wouldn't it? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I can't always tell. I'm doing my best to speaking to the microphone, but I'm not sitting right up on top of it like this, so I don't know if you can hear me all the time. So, please let me know if you can hear me. Anyway, I know what the problem is. The problem is the elephants poop so much that their habitat gets dirty so quickly. Well, I have a solution. have a solution. I'm going to bring it up. The solution is simple. We are going to have a dedicated keeper staff whose only job is to look after the elephants. They are not going to do anything but look after the elephants. There we go. Ah, it says that I haven't included a staff room. Well, you know what? They're right. You're right, I haven't. So let's add one of those two. Sorry for this episode running longer than I expected. I expected it to just be a quick build, but I am solving problems. And it was requested that I be shown actually dealing with how to run the zoo, so this is part of it, guys. Here we go. Come on, man. This is one of my least favorite parts of the game, when the building pieces don't want to cooperate and actually, building. Okay, so we have our own staff facilities here. We have, oh, you're kidding, right? No, they're not kidding. Of course they're not kidding. There we go. Our elephants should be cared for now, right? Okay, guys, this is an over full episode. It has run longer than I expected. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope you enjoyed me taking care of the animals. I certainly have had fun playing this game. I love this game. I will see you in the next episode, which, to be brutally honest, I don't know what I'm going to add, but look at all these animals. You know, I've got a lot of animals. Heck, I could always add a second lemur habitat with red ruffs. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, okay? What animal do you think I should add to the African section of the park? Something that's not a grassland animal. Maybe tropical, maybe desert, something that's different. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you in the next ep. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.
You could be a part of it. There's a revolution, you could be the start of it. Better get a move on while there's still a chance of it. If there's no improvement, this could be the last of it. Nature was a haven, now we need saving. No more conversation, time for cultivation. We all got a part to do to help the world pull through. But you gotta build a zoo. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That's right, it's to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble.